Removing your curious cat from a tree is an exercise in both guidance and patience. Speaking to your cat in the gentlest of tones, while coaxing them with their favorite snack treats and subtle instruction, can be effective. Cats are notoriously stubborn animals, so your behavior, with the main objective of creating a calm and positive environment, can go a long way. Even the concept of introducing your cat's brother or sister into the mix can have a positive influence. If your tree-happy cat looks down and sees you with its best feline buddy, that can serve as a reason to place all four paws back on the ground. In this video, we will discuss the primary reasons why cats climb trees and how to rescue them in a timely and safe manner, ideally without the assistance of a ladder or professional aid from your local fire department or arborist. Cats climb trees because life is too short not to engage in curiosity. It's simply the way cats are wired. Although some tree adventures are the result of being chased by another cat or a non-feline predator, most excursions are for play only, chasing birds, chipmunks, squirrels, the movement of a branch or leaf caused by the wind. Yes, some cats climb trees simply because the wind has caused something to move. Cats are just interesting like that. In regards to actually getting stuck in a tree, this usually occurs once the fun and games have ended. It takes mere seconds to climb a tree, perhaps to the very top of a tree, yet getting down after playtime has ended can be quite difficult. If you find your cat in a tree, just know that your furry pal had a reason for this adventure, even if the reason was likely an irrational and perhaps silly one. The removal process is a delicate one that must be executed properly from start to finish. This includes your voice tone, your behavior, and any and all physical requirements that are needed. If done in an aggressive fashion, the literal act of the rescue could scare your cat, thus forcing it up higher in the tree. Most cats climb trees that are familiar to them. Trees that are located on your own property or surrounding areas within your neighborhood are the most common. The familiarity of a tree can be rather beneficial, as your cat will be more inclined to know and recall the best path out. Let's explore several of the most common methods used for getting a cat out of a tree. Once you spot your cat in a tree, it is critical to stay focused on your pet for several moments. While this would seem quite obvious, it is important to keep your eye on the target in order to make sure your cat is safe and has a firm base of support and is not attempting to balance on a thin and easily breakable limb. Making sure that your cat is unharmed and physically well should always be your first objective before taking any type of rescue measures. Once you have assessed your cat's situation, it becomes vital to shift your eyes to the base of the tree and the surrounding areas. While your cat's adventure could have been born out of the desire to chase a tiny critter, it could also have been the result of a predator trying to chase your feline. Making sure the ground below is clear and free of danger is vital. No rescue effort can begin until the base of the tree and available landing area is clear and safe. As a note of personal safety, you should never attempt to chase away a predator. If a random cat in your neighborhood is at the bottom of a tree, then feel free to take more liberty with the situation. However, if the primary culprit is a fox, raccoon, or other wildlife, then you should stand on guard. The last thing you want to do is place yourself at risk while attempting to secure the ground below for your cat. If your cat is stuck in a tree and is struggling to find an exit, it is only natural that your pet will become more and more unnerved and a bit spooked as time passes. This is why you should always remain calm and avoid being spooked. Set a good example. If you begin to freak out, this could add to your cat's existing fear. Always play it cool. Act like all is well. If you act like nothing is wrong, then your cat will be more inclined to be at ease, instead of hastily attempting to force itself out of the tree. If your cat reaches true panic mode, then serious injury could occur. The last thing you want is for your cat to feel compelled to jump from a dangerous height, simply out of fear. Given the alternative, you would much rather have your cat hunkered down in a tree than to attempt a risky jump that could prove dire. Once you have your cat's attention, You can begin leading your feline down from the tree. Unless your cat is stuck, in the most literal sense, it will likely be able to scale various branches with ease. Making sure your cat takes the easiest route can be the hardest part of a tree rescue. Depending on the tree's location in relation to where you're standing, attempt to guide your cat with your direction. Get your cat to focus on specific branches as a means for a positive exit. This branch-to-branch and limb-to-limb guidance can work well if your cat is less than 25 or 30 feet off the ground. Can you grab a few branches? If you have the ability to manipulate the tree, this can also be very helpful in guiding your cat to safety. Has your cat climbed this tree many times in the past? If so, you can use common associations and other known objects to assist your cat's direction. Having other family members join can also be very beneficial. Some people simply have a way with words when it comes to speaking to cats. Have all hands and voices on deck for the guidance process. You will likely fare much better. Call it encouragement or call it deliberate bait, but the use of food, most notably treats and snacks, can get your cat's attention and potentially coax them down from their treetop adventure. While some cats are rather anxious and actively attempt to get down from trees, others milk the moment for all it's worth. This includes playing a bit of a game and living life to the beat of their own drum. It is not uncommon for a cat to want to get the final say and come down on their own terms rather than yours. This is another reason why the introduction of food can potentially break that mindset. Rattle those cat treats. Shaking the container can encourage your cat to get a move on and safely come down. Once your feline begins to entertain the notion of eating, simply guide your cat using a gentle voice and calming direction. Chances are they'll be down in no time and snacking away. If all other efforts have been exhausted, the concept of physically grabbing and removing your cat from the tree becomes an option. This method is often applied once your cat has reached an area that you can manipulate. Depending on the growth of the tree in relation to where you're standing, your cat could still technically be in the tree, yet only 2 feet above your head. If your cat is in safe reaching distance, grabbing your pet by the scruff, the portion of fat on the back of the neck, can be quite helpful. If you have seen a female cat carry her kittens, you have likely seen this technique. Although not the ideal measure, carrying your cat by the scruff is helpful in emergency situations and is safe if done properly. Grab by the scruff, and the moment your cat has reached your body, change the position to a standard hold or cuddle. This entire process shouldn't last no more than 2 or 3 seconds in total. Now that a measure of technique has been detailed, let's transition to the security and safety of the matter. Before attempting to remove your cat in the literal fashion, you must first develop or locate a safe landing area for your cat in case it jumps. As you begin to reach for your feline, there is a respectable chance that your cat will attempt to evade. Providing a safe landing area in case this happens is very important. If no other measure has worked, even to the slightest benefit, it will be time to utilize a ladder or contact your local fire department or arborist. In respect to taking matters into your own hands, it is paramount to secure the ladder properly to the trunk of the tree and have a group gathered beneath you for safety purposes. The group can guide your steps and potentially take the cat from your arms at the appropriate time, thus making it much easier to get down. If you are concerned about getting scratched by your cat as you make your way down the ladder, we encourage you to wear protective gloves. The concept of placing your cat in a pillowcase is also an option. While this measure could be viewed as extreme, the notion of your cat being stuck in a tree for hours and potentially days in harsh elements is much, much worse. Some rescue efforts aren't easy, and they can require a bit of tough love, at least in the very short term, in order to get the job done and secure your cat's health and wellness. If your cat is of young adult age and in good health, your pet can likely survive up to 10 to 15 days without food or water while remaining perched in a tree. However, there are so many factors that can impact your cat's survival, the threat of predators and changing weather conditions being the most obvious concerns. This is why you must do everything within safe and logical reason to rescue your cat as soon as possible. Never allow one day to roll into the next when your cat is in a potentially dire predicament. The surface area of a cat is rather large compared to their weight. This enables cats to fall at somewhat of a lower speed, thus lessening the impact. As the old stereotype goes, cats land on their feet. This is actually quite true in many cases. Because felines have a natural ability to contort their bodies, they are usually able to have enough reaction time to land just right. Low to the ground and equipped with powerful legs, healthy adult cats are able to absorb the shock of a significant fall or jump. From a safety standpoint, it is possible for your feline to fall or jump 20 feet and land without injury. However, in some cases, especially in higher distances, muscle strains and ligament damage is possible. Cats are quite intelligent when it comes to their surroundings. They also have the ability to grip and grab, thus ensuring their safety in most cases. If the height from a tree to ground is substantial, most cats will merely find a place to settle rather than risking danger. This is often when a professional rescue is required. If you would like additional information on the topic of removing a cat from a tree, please visit the initial link in the description box below for an in-depth article on the subject. Please take the time to explore the site. There's a good chance you'll find several articles that appeal to you and your personal situation as a loving cat owner. We hope you found this video to be helpful and informative. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.